If you see a man with energy and courage and tenacity, believing that he can do anything, some of that might be testosterone, but some of it is the woman saying, baby, you look better than all of them. Baby, I don't care nothing about your belly. I like it just like that. Baby, I don't care nothing about your bald head. Rub that thing until you fall asleep. Do I have any women in here that knows that you can talk a man into the next dimension? That's why Solomon says, it is better to be in the desert than in the house with a complaining woman, because a woman's words can push a man to destiny or death.
Hey, these brothers. Man, I want to piggyback off of a conversation. I believe it was my last video when I was talking about the second marriage of man and talking about man and woman coming together and all that stuff. I think it was my last video. But I want to talk about something this morning, bro, that we really need to understand. And I want to talk about something that, to be honest, I really didn't understand this, man, until the latter portions of my life, bro. You have to understand that every single woman in your life, and I say that because, you know, when I make a statement like this, we initially think about the woman that we're next to, the woman that we're intimate with. And to be honest, I'm primarily talking about her. But when you understand the power of woman, period, of a woman, period, you have to understand, brothers, that every single woman in your existence is either speaking life or speaking death into your world. I'm talking about the woman that works in the cubicle next to you. I'm talking about the woman that you see every day at the barista counter that you're interacting with. I'm talking about Aunt Junebug Nim. I'm talking about your stepsister Nim. I'm talking about your homegirls. I'm talking about the rotation of women you have. Every single woman in your life is speaking either life or death into your world, bro. Like that's part of, like I say, men and women are built different. Men have certain attributes and strengths and all these things in the physical world, and women have that same ability, but it's not the same as a man. Just like women have certain abilities and connections to the spiritual world that men don't have. It doesn't mean that men aren't connected to the spiritual world, but we're built different. The differences are the beauties of relationships, man. So saying that a woman is either speaking life or death into your world, brother, it should make us really reconsider how we choose women. And I understand that every brother if you watch this content, I already know that you're choosing your woman based on something besides the lips and the ass and the hair and the. I know, you know, all of us are choosing our women or selecting our women based on things deeper than that. But I'm gonna tell you, man, one of the boxes that must be checked in your life, man, is how this woman speaks to you, how this woman speaks about you. Because it's actually playing a huge part in creating your world. It's actually playing a huge part in creating your identity, your cellular structure, if we want to go that deep, bro. If you want to go that deep. So to be honest, man, when you bring a woman in your life, man, I'll just say it like this. If you're going to bring a woman in your life and you know this is one of the most important boxes, that you know, how a woman speaks in your world, the first thing you got to do, man, before you even let a woman really in your realm, is really just sit back and observe how she speaks about everything else. That first date, that second date, that third date. How is she speaking about the world? Not about you. She's not connected with you yet. How is she speaking about the world? And what I mean by that is, if you pay close attention to anybody, man, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, you can start to get an understanding of the place they come, the state they're living from, right? Meaning you can be sitting with a woman, man. You can take her out to a restaurant. You can take her out to a nice restaurant. You can take her out. You can take her to a hole in the wall. A woman is going to either see the good or the bad in every situation. You can take her to a hole in the wall and she's going to compliment all the good things. Dang, the chef back there throwing down. Like, dang, I bet they've been here a long time. I bet this is a family business. Or she's going to be like, dang, why the ceiling look like that? Why XYZ? I've had women in my life, man, that I've taken to nice restaurants, bro. And they going to find something negative. Let another woman walk by the table. How is she speaking about that woman that's walking by? Like, dang, she a bad chick. She's beautiful, man. Look at her hair. Or she's going to say, oh, I know she probably got a BBL. Oh, I know she probably, and just speak ill will. How is she speaking about the rest of the world, man? How does she speak about the people in her life? How does she speak about her family? How does she speak about her exes? How does she speak about her friends behind their backs? You got to really observe this, man, because that same energy she's putting out is the same energy she's going to be putting in your world. And to be honest, a lot of times you don't really have to listen to what she's saying. Listen to what she's saying, but look at what she's already created. Look at the world she's already created, because her words are creating that. Some women are living in abundance and some women are not. But a lot of that, all of that is based on their state of being and the words they speak. So the first thing, man, is observe how she speaks about the world, because that same energy is what she's getting ready to put in your goulash, bro. She's getting ready to put that in your goulash, man. Her words are about to build or destroy your life. About to build or destroy your life, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say that coming from a bad place, saying, oh, a woman is going to destroy you, because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. There's this sister, man. I remember I was telling her, I said, I was on the phone. I said, man, I was getting ready to go work out or something. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go work out. I said, I got to go lose this gut. I said, I got to lose this gut, man. Summer coming around, about to be 49 or whatever, you know. And she was like, what? She was like, lose that gut. You better keep that sexy ass gut. Your chocolate ass is that good. You be looking sexy, da. And I'm sitting on the phone like damn near clutching pearls, like damn, gassing me up. And what that did, brothers, it didn't make me say, oh, well, shoot, maybe the gut does look good. Maybe I need to keep the gut. It didn't do that. It inspired me to be better. It inspired me to say, dang, if she feeling the gut like that, now I want to present He-Man to her. You appreciate the gut like that. Now I want to come back for the summer on swole because you inspired me. So that's what I'm talking about, the power of words, man. The words that a woman puts into your life, brother, are game changing. There are certain things, man, like you might have some household duties. You might have something that you normally call a plumber or call some so-and-so. And she might be like, babe, you know what? You can do this. I've seen you do X, Y, Z. You can do this. And I'm using that as an example, man, but all walks of life, bro. People have no idea how much the woman in their life is speaking life or death, how she's either building or destroying in all areas of life, man. You've been on the job, man, for 5 years, 10 years, man. You've been doing the same job, cleaning out the same part of the assembly line, putting the same part on the car. And a woman comes into your life, man, and she sees your strengths. She can speak positive to your weaknesses. And all of a sudden, your life starts doing something else. If you don't think a woman has the power to do that, brother, you really need to understand the way this world works. You really need to understand the first marriage of man. See, I always say this, man, you can really understand the power of a woman or even coming into union with a woman when you understand the power of coming into union with yourself. Because it's just that on steroids. It's just that on steroids, man. But it goes both ways, brothers. Like if a woman can speak power into you, you can speak power into your woman too. You can speak power into your woman. Like I always say this, man. I always say, you know what, man, pick a woman that's down for you. Pick a woman that's building on you. Pick a woman that supports you. And if you want her to be better, then make her a baddie. You can make a woman a baddie simply by speaking it into her. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. A woman in your life, instead of you sitting there saying, okay, you know, man, my woman's sweet, man. She cook for me. She do all these things. She's tight. But she don't look as good as Regina down the street. She don't look as good as the chicks I see on the gram in the book. Speak it into her, bro. Continuously tell her she's the baddest. Like I've said before, if your woman doesn't walk in a room and feel like and feel like she's a 10, bro, I don't care if she's a 2. If the woman in your life doesn't feel like a 10, bro, you're not speaking into her right, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, you speak that into her long enough, brother, she's gonna start hitting that gym. She's gonna start doing the whatever women do, the beautify or whatever you like, man. I promise. Because again, you're speaking it into a cellular level of her, man. Going back to the Masoto experiment, when that brother was speaking into that rice water and it was doing a certain thing. If our body is whatever 70% water, it's the same thing, man, except that times whatever, because now we have minds and everything else we can speak into. The power of words, bro, it's the most powerful thing, bro. So it's a must-have attribute for a woman you come in your life. How does she speak to me? Not just to me, about me. Because again, if she's speaking bad about the world when you first meet her, best believe she might be saying a certain thing or acting a certain way when y'all together. But when she gets with the girls on girls' nights, when she gets in the group chats, brother, best believe she's talking about your flaws. And again, she's putting that out into the world. She's putting it out into the world. So what I want to talk about, man, is your woman, man, her words have power, bro. There was a clip. I'll see if I can find it, man. I saw it maybe a week or two ago, man. And I'm sure somebody on her have seen it, right? There's a clip where, and I don't know his name. It was an MMA fighter. I know somebody have seen this. There was an MMA fighter, man. He was in a fight, right? And the clip starts when the guy's taking him down, right? The guy takes him down, boom, and has him in some kind of special move, bro, and just wailing him, whop, whop, whop. And when you're watching the clip, it's like, okay, all we're waiting on now is for the ref to say, you know what, okay, you can't even defend yourself at this point. Like, it's over. That's what everybody watching the clip is doing, right? All of a sudden, this guy's wife comes out of the crowd. And she comes to the cage. So her face is probably like a foot from his, speaking through the gate, right? And she's speaking into him, man. And you can hear a few words like she's saying. She's like, no, you got this. You can do this. And the whole time, security is trying to pull her back. They're trying to pull her back, man. She's coming out of her coat and all kind of stuff. And she's going back to the gate. She's still talking. You can do this. This is who you are. Man, this brother, man, in a matter of seconds, man, just became bionic. He went from seconds away from being knocked out to putting this dude in like a super guillotine or something and had him tap it out. So that's what I'm saying, man. The power of your woman's words, man, can bring you out of from the bottom. Can bring you from the bottom. And this is what trips me out about women. This is how you can tell a lot of women don't even understand this, right? Because I'll be willing to say, man, that the far majority, maybe the 95%, the far majority of women, you mess around and lose your job. You mess around and get hurt, and now you got to get workman's comp for a few weeks. So you work around and hit the bottom. You work around and you mess around and your business goes into a season of recession. Most women gone, bro. And now I'm not even talking about good women, bad women now. I'm talking about most women that have been faithful, most women that come home and cook and do all these things, ain't creeping out, ain't doing all this stuff. Even these women, when you take a quick L in life, oh, they out, bro. They are gone. But that just shows you that woman has no understanding. That shows you that woman that the woman sees the relationship and doesn't really understand the power of the balance in it or the power in herself. Because what that woman has the ability to do at that time is to speak an even greater world into your existence. She can speak an even greater world into your existence. Oh, baby, you lost that job. Like, damn, you've been driving for that company for 15 years. But you know what you finna do now? You finna start your own company. You finna go downtown and get your authority. I'm gonna get online and research it for you. And you finna start your own company. What's the name of it gonna be? What's the name of the company? If she ain't moving like that, bro, she ain't the one, man. Get her out of your life. Because odds are she's somewhere in the background speaking death. If she doesn't understand the power of speaking life, she must be speaking death. She must be speaking to your weaknesses. She must be harnessing and pouring back into you your L's, bro. It's important, man. And again, I wish I would have known this earlier in life, man, because I've loved women that didn't really know how to speak life into me because they didn't have life within themselves. And I'm not talking about they just didn't know how to speak life into themselves, man. It's just the knowledge of self. And again, instantly we go to thinking about intimate relationships. It's every woman in your life. I have some friends, man, some sisters in my life, man, I've never been intimate with, that we just friends. I can call them up and say, man, this is what I got going on. What you think about? Or they can call me up. We can just chop. If they can't speak life into my world, they gone, bro. They gone. So understand that, man. Understand the power in that, right? And it's kind of the whole conversation, like when I talk about like how a woman can, and I might have spoke about this in the last video, on how a woman can multiply your vision. You sit back and you tell your woman your vision. See, this is the thing right here, man. A lot of women don't even understand, like when people talk about, when the conversation is had on what do you bring to the table, right? Because normally when people have that conversation, what do you bring to the table? A lot of people want to put everybody in the same position as what a man should bring to the table. Protector, provider, and a woman feels some kind of way because she thinks she's supposed to be having a conversation in that arena. Oh, well, I ain't man no bit, you know. And they it's like, no, well, you're not supposed to be me, but you got to know you. Like if a woman asks a man what he brings to the table, which I wish a woman would ask me that, right? But if a woman asked me that and I felt like answering that question, right, I would be able to speak to it. I will say, well, you know what? Your life is going to change because this is what I'm going to be doing. This is how I'm going to be treating you. These are the things I'm going to be doing for you. Your life is going to change in this area, this area, this area. This is what it's going. This is what I bring to the table. I can speak to that. But the far majority of women, they can't speak to their power. They can't say, you know what, I'm getting ready to, I can take your vision and multiply it because of X, Y, Z. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. Women don't know their attributes because they want their attributes to be just like ours. They want their attributes to be just like ours, man. But going back to what I was saying, you have the ability, man, a woman that speaks life into you. You have the ability to share your vision with that woman, right? Share your vision with that woman. You know, babe, I was thinking about starting that YouTube channel. I was thinking about starting that trucking company. You know, I'm putting a plan together, and I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that. She should be like, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. And she should be bringing this into her world, bringing this into her mind, seeing you already doing that. And from that point forward, speaking to you as if it's already done. Y'all ain't ready for this conversation, bro. Y'all ain't ready for no real conversation. Because see, y'all can get out on all these little podcasts and hear them talk about all this BS. They not talking about no real principles on how to build kingdoms. They want to talk about, oh, my man did this or my chick did. They're not talking about the power of what really can be, man. That woman has the ability to build your world if she's in the right place. And you will know it because you will instantly be inspired when you're with this woman. And I'm not talking about 20 years deep. I'm talking about you get to know a woman. Y'all go on a date. Y'all spend a little time together. She comes spend some time at the crib with you. What is your world doing? How do you feel? Do you feel inspired or do you feel drained? Because a lot of times a woman can leave your house or you can leave the date or you can get off the phone or you can get off FaceTime with a woman and all of a sudden it's like, dang, I got to take a nap, bro. I got to take a nap. Or it's like sometimes you want to get off the phone and it's like, dang, I don't think I'm going to go to sleep for the rest of the night. I feel like getting up and creating. I feel like going outside and running. I feel like lifting something. I feel like writing something on paper. I feel like firing this camera up and making a video. It's binary. It's one or two things are going to happen. And it's not even, to be honest, bro, it's not even about her speaking direct words into you. Like she might not even be saying, "Oh, babe, you're the next Iron Man." She might not be saying that, but you got to understand the state she's coming from when it pertains to you. She might be just talking about stuff around the house, but the words that are coming out of her mouth, what energy, what state are they coming from concerning you? Bro, it's everything. It's everything. And again, it pertains to every single person, every single woman in your life, man. She's either speaking life or death into you. So I said all that to say this, brothers. Choose wisely. Choose wisely when it comes to the woman you spend time with. Choose wisely when it comes to the woman you back and forth in the DM with. And definitely choose wisely when it comes to the woman that you intimate with. What? You telling me you got a woman that can't speak life into you. I'm talking about just speaking life into you now. She's speaking death into you. You get off the phone with her, man, and you're drained. You get in a relationship with her, man, and 1 or 2 months deep, man, and your world is plateauing or your business is doing something crazy. And you understand that the reason this woman is in your life, your world is doing something different. And you're telling me, man, you about to get sexually involved with this woman? Oh, bro, you don't want to win. You lack understanding. You lack understanding. Because as cool as it is, man, to meet a chick at the club and take her home that night, man, and smash, it's a roll of the dice, man. If you don't know how she sees the world, if you don't know how she sees you and speaks into your world, it's a roll of the dice. Think about it. You're about to just meet somebody and randomly blend worlds with them. Because I can talk about speaking power into your life or speaking, good or bad into your world. Brother, you get to mix in sexual energy. It's ball game. It's ball game. I don't care how hard you grind when you get up in the morning. I don't care how late you stay up. You mixing worlds, man. So all I'm saying, brothers, is choose wisely. Because the woman in your life, man, is speaking life or death in your world.